Folks, the Warriors sit at 20-20, 40 games through the season, and even 500 after starting 12-3. Woo! Beep bong! It's not been good. Steve Kerr, Draymond Green, Steph Curry have all said in the media, all put out there, we're not going to mortgage the future for one more time. We're not going to mortgage the future for one more time right now. Now, are they just saying that to try to get the trade value up? Kuminga coming back from injury in a couple weeks. How's he going to do? Podziemski, didn't trade him in the offseason. Is it someone we need now? Wiggins, $25 million contract. Does that need to go to get somebody like Zach LaVine? Vegas, ESPN insiders think the Warriors are going to do something. And it's been about 2 weeks since we did a trade video. So in this video, we're going to break down the trade rumors out there. Now, I'm going to preface, I know a lot of people put in the comments, this isn't a gossip site. 95% of my videos are Warriors focused on the game, stats, what they're saying, what they're doing. Excuse me. But for the fans out there who are not as in tune, maybe don't live in the U.S., we have a wide range of nationalities watching this from around the world. Thank you. We keep you updated on everything in Warriors land. And that's why Randy Silver right here, Randy Silver TV, Warriors Digest, we're your one-stop shop for everything Warriors you need. Please like and subscribe to stay updated on everything. We have 2 bits of information before we get into it. 1, a former player has just joined the Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Australian big man Andrew Bogut. Yes, sir. Joining the FIBA Hall of Fame class of 2025. Congratulations. Obviously, was integral in helping us win our first championship, helped put Australia on the map. Global ambassador for basketball. A big, big opportunity for him to be in the Hall of Fame. Well-deserved for what he's contributed to the game. And yes, FIBA Hall of Fame, of course, is different than the NBA Hall of Fame. And secondly, on a more sad note, it's the 1-year anniversary of Deji, also known as Dejan Milojević, passing away. Again, it happened in Utah before a game. He had a heart attack at a team dinner. Did not survive. It's all last year, they wore the patch. DM. They had the hole on the bench. Excuse me, a hole's wrong. They had the open spot on the bench for him. The Warriors put out a very nice video, speaking about him, what he meant to the team. As classy as an opportunity as you would expect the Warriors to do, to remember a fallen family member, a coach, a lover, a family man. Steve Kerr went all the way over to Eastern Europe for the funeral. You remember the scenes of out there. So if you want to go look at the video on Warriors Twitter, don't want to spend too much time in it, but rest in peace. On this 1-year anniversary, we remember him. Now let's get to some of the news for the trade rumors. So here's a trend we're seeing. Early in the season, in the offseason, we talked about the new CBA. The first cap, the second cap, aprons. And before I get to it, again, you can see right here. Where is it? Do I have it? There it is. Warriors are only $330,000 over the first tax apron. We're hard cap there. We can't go over it. Sorry, we're under it. We can't go over it. We were at $550,000-ish. Then with the Dennis trade, we made it work, which is great. But really, we don't have any space to do anything more. It has to be under that $330,000. So if you want a big player, somebody like Wiggins has to go. They're not trading Draymond. They're not trading Steph. Bobby Marks of ESPN, this is what he's seeing with trades. None of the players recently moved have a greater salary than $20 million. D'Lo, 18.7. Finney Smith, 14.9. Dennis, 13. DeAnthony Melton, obviously that was the trade, 12.8. You see that $200,000 I was talking about. Josh, Nick, below 10, 8.2 and 5 respectively. So trading over $20 million can work, but it's hard. Somebody like Jimmy Butler, who's owed $45-50 million, that range, that's a lot of players in nickel and dime unless you do a star player for a star player. Someone $25-30 million, that might be 2 or 3 players to get there. However, you may not have the depth or not want to get rid of your depth to make that happen. That's why the Warriors are saying we're not mortgaging our future in terms of draft picks to make that happen or players currently on the roster. So keep that in mind as we go through this. The Warriors, per Hoops Hype, have continued their due diligence on the trade market and inquired about potential front court grades. Robert Williams, Nikola Vucevic, Jonas Valanciunas, and John Collins. I've broken all these players out on videos. If you want to see specific things, I'm going to link the videos in the bio. You can click into it. But what is this saying? Big men, front court. Majority of those people can shoot, stretch the floor better than Looney can, better than Trayce Jackson-Davis. In the offseason, we learned about Looney and TJD taking a bunch of jump shots, wanting to expand their range. We haven't seen it. We haven't seen it. They haven't really expanded their range whatsoever. Now, how would a trade like that work? Well, actually, first, let's go to the other options. Is Zach LaVine. If they don't want to go to a big man, do they want a proven scorer? And Zach LaVine, my big concern earlier in the season was him staying healthy. He hasn't been healthy for a couple seasons. He's been playing great and on the court. To work, you get LaVine, but then again, you have to nickel and dime your way up to that contract. Wiggins, Payton II, Looney, and a first-round pick 2026. So you're getting rid of a big man. You're getting rid of Wiggins. Obviously, LaVine would step into the shooting guard position and take that. You're going to lose some defense, but have overall better scoring. And that means a lot of pressure on Trayce Jackson-Davis to step up. You probably see Kyle Anderson play more center. Draymond, they don't want him as center, but he would have to. And you think they would maybe make another trade for a big man or get somebody in the buyout market. Somebody could eye as a big man, if you're going to go LaVine, is Kelly Olynyk. Absolutely on the open market. The Warriors almost traded for him last season per Jake Fisher. Stretches the floor. Has been hurt a little bit this season. Didn't do a lot in Boston. Has done better in Toronto when he's healthy. But it gives him that stretch big man. You would lose some on defense. But again, probably Looney is the one to go in that scenario. Kuminga, you're asking. Obviously, he's got the injury. It's really, the rumors we're hearing is they think Kuminga is going to be the guy. And if he's not going to be the guy, you trade him. But that could be a dynasty-changing mistake if he turns into the all-pro that the hype says he is on a different team. He's out of contract this offseason. He'll be a restricted free agent. So anything the Warriors want to do, they could match him or they could let him walk. So it's not the end of the world if he goes the whole season without a contract, which it's going to happen. We didn't give it to him. Now, if they trade him, again, his contract's only $7 million. Not a lot to get. It has to be nickel and dimed up. But the rumors are they want to keep him. Now, the big man, of course, I already mentioned. Nikola, John, Jonas, and Robert. Jimmy Butler, gone. Too much money. Cam Johnson, we talked about him a lot, as well as a shooter. It seems like potentially other teams, the Cavs are coming up on him. And I mean, the Cavs are a dangerous team first in the East. And if they can get Cam to increase that odds, they could be in the finals again. The two-time All-Star, Vucevic, 55.6% from the floor shooting, 42% from beyond the arc. Really would help out the Warriors. Stretch big man, pick and pop with Curry, be able to help. You would lose defensive presence that Looney and TJD bring a bit more Looney, but you would have to trade most likely Looney to make that happen. He's owed $21.48 million. So again, if you look at that right here, $21.48 million probably means Looney's $8 million is gone. GP2's $9, $17 million, and then maybe they want a Moses Moody. So some young pieces back. You're going to have to nickel and dime your way up. You can do it as you want, but that's how that would work. Utah with John Collins. Utah's trying to tank for Cooper Flagg. He's shooting career high 43% from behind the arc, 86% from the foul line, 1.1 steals. He's not shooting a lot of threes, but it's a good percentage. $26.58 million player option for 25-26. So you'd have to trade knowing that he would pick that up. If he's not, then it's not worth it. But again, $26.5 million. Are you going to do Wiggins for him straight up? Does that make your team that much better? Probably not. The nickel and dime, maybe a Kyle Anderson, a Looney puts you at $16 million, and GP2 puts you kind of right there. Is that something they're willing to do? Well, Utah, if you look, GP2, expiring contract, Kai Anderson, you would have to keep for a couple years. Looney, expiring contract. So that does give them the option to have about $18 million freed up next season. So that is a quick update on the trade rumors. Of course, the trade deadline, as it comes closer, we're going to keep you updated on a daily, consistent basis as we're here. We may do a trade deadline special like last year. Stay on top of it. Folks, comment your thoughts. Good ideas, bad ideas, any videos you want to see, let me know. Randy Silver Wars Digest. We'll see you on the next video.